Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Emperor Shera Awakening. So, he is an attacker. So, is he worth it? Let's take a look on his passive awakening first. So, as an attacker, let's compare him with Akstar. After awakening, you can make his attack boost reach 150%. So it is about on par with current attackers. Okay, Akstar gets 160%, only 10% difference, but the difference come when you see his true double hand. Emperror Shera only get 100% true double hand, which is 50% or even 100% lower than Akstar. So yeah, but the good news about Emperror Shera is he can get 50% true dual wield. So if you want to make him into dual wielder, you can do that because he gets nice amount of true dual wield, and especially because his main weapon is sword, and that two-handed sword is not common. Okay, so it's better to make him into true dual wielder maybe, but as a true dual wielder, he really inferior compared with Zeno, and he doesn't have chain boost cap. Okay, still stuck at 300 plus 300% damage modifier. And if you ask me which passive awakening you should awaken first, then my answer is Blade Adept, because this Blade Adept give you 100% demon, plant, and dragon killer. So yes, he is kind of niche, but if you fight demon, plant, and dragon enemy, he can deal nice amount of damage. And he has 25% beast killer, but meh, that's pretty small. Okay, also this Blade Adept give you 20% true dual wield and attack. So really, I think Emperor Shera best to be used as a dual wielder. Okay, that's my opinion though. And the next ability is Zoldat Pedigree. This is nice upgrade, but not that crucial because you only get 10% attack boost, and yeah, the rest basically only a little boost to his survivability. So not special at all. Okay, but yeah, I can see he is useful on taking Omega because he has nice innate fire resist. Okay, 70% fire resist, so pretty good, and give him nice health regen per turn. So yes, pretty good, especially if you equip him with Subservient. He can kinda offset the effect. So I think that's all you need to know about passive awakening. Now let's take a look on his abilities awakening. For abilities, I think the first you need to awaken is his Flacco +2. So this is huge upgrade. This can deal 10 times damage per cast, or if you use dual cast or make him into dual wielder, he can deal 20 times damage per turn, which is nice. But the bad thing is, first, he doesn't learn triple cast. That's really bad, guys, because if he learns triple cast, then I can say his offensive power is on par with Jack. Okay, but this time without triple cast, he can only deal 20 times damage per turn, which is inferior compared to Tifa if you make him into dual wielder. Okay, because Tifa can deal 27 times damage per turn. So really, after awakening, he still sucks in terms of attack power. And if you take a look on this upgrade cost, whoa, that's expensive. Okay, 1 million. It is not the skill that is bad, but the problem is he doesn't have triple cast. But yeah, he has dragon, demon, and plant killer. So that means if you fight those enemies, this gonna deal 40 times damage, which is nice. But again, compared with Zeno, Aster, and maybe Sephiroth, I think Emperor Shera loses. Okay, correct me if I'm sorry. Against Sephiroth, Emperor Shera may win. Okay, because let's say you fight Emperor Sephiroth deal 39 times damage per turn using his supremacy. So if you fight against dragon, yeah, Emperor Shera is better than Sephiroth, even with his dual cast. And the next ability, Walk Fire. This is very nice support ability, and the upgrade cost is very cheap, 120,000 gil, so very cheap. And yeah, you awaken this to make sure you always able to buff yourself and party element, fire element, because the buffs on the maximum level last for 5 turns. Okay, and the cooldown is 5 turns too. So nice supporting ability. Okay, and next, and I think the last priority is Declaration of War +2. This is nice. Okay, don't get me wrong, especially if you fight the enemy who use fire attack. 100% fire resist to all allies is pretty good. And Emperor Shera also able to help your party to chain with Divine Ruination. But the problem is right now the meta is Absolute Mirror Tranquility, not Divine Ruination. Okay, and the buffs only last for 3 turns, so you get 3 turns without this buff, which end on 70% fire resist, because he also has 70% fire resist buff. Okay, so yes, this is good, but maybe not that game breaking. You cannot make him into your permanent buffer. Okay, but this unlock Zoldat Empire's Aegis. This allow you to use Declaration of War and Trust Reinforcer, basically all of his supporting abilities. Is that good? No, I don't think. No, I don't think so. I mean, okay, because really, I think the best support skill he has is Entrust, because you only need 26 LB crystals to fill his LB. That means he can spam his LB really fast. Okay, and I don't think you want to spam that. I think it's better to give his LB to other characters who uses insane LB crystals. So I think that's his main usage. Okay, good support, but for stats buff and other purpose, I don't see anything. Okay, so in the end, my conclusion for Emperor Shera is not a bad character, but as an attacker, he is kind of bad. He's not bad as a character because he can support really well using his Entrust. Let's say you have Sylphie, then you can basically spam Sylphie's limit burst every time you need it, because 26 is really easy to gather, especially because Sylphie and Emperor Shera has faster LB feed rate buff, so you won't have any problem on filling anyone's MP. But again, if you want to use him as an attacker, think twice. Okay, because you probably gonna waste your resources. He only strong against dragon, demon, and plant, and that's not a super strong. Basically only strong, not super strong. And his chaining, like I said, only Divine Ruination. The meta right now is Absolute Mirror of Equity, so he is not a good partner for Akstar. Yes, I know Akstar able to chain with Divine Ruination, but it is not his strongest ability. Okay, so maybe he can become a good partner in the future for Awakened Hyo, but right now, I think only his Entrust that is really useful. And when he is not using Entrust, he can chain with other characters Divine Ruination by giving Fire Elemental buff. Okay, and that's it. I don't think you should awaken him. His damage output is kinda low for 2-day standard and no triple cast, so his niche character and the stats buff are kinda mediocre. So really guys, save your resources. I really don't recommend you to awaken him at all. But if you still want to awaken him, then I think the orders I have give them, okay, wait his passive first and then his abilities. But for me, he gonna stays on the bench, and I have 4. Yeah, I can get his super trust master reward. After that, I won't bother with him. So yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.